Hi, this is Michelle Aiden with Libertas Institute at the Capitol with Senator Madsen to talk about Senate Bill 73, his cannabis bill. Can you just give us a little bit of information about the bill?
Sure. We tried to start where we left off last year and make it much stronger. So we took all of the objections and concerns expressed last year and cataloged them and tried to address them one by one, and then reached out to people in the other 23 states that are doing what we're proposing to do and tried to learn from them how it works best and figure out how not to repeat some of the same mistakes they've made.
Great. So why is this issue so important to you?
Well, I have maybe a tradition of finding people who otherwise don't have representation but have a real need and who don't have anything to offer to people in power. And there's a group of people, probably about 2% of the population, that have medical conditions for which modern medicine doesn't give them all the help they need to live a quality of life. And many of them have found that cannabis helps them, and there's robust science. As I said, 23 other states have done this based on scientific studies that show that it can help for some of these very severe conditions like epilepsy and multiple sclerosis, cancer patients, and so forth.
Okay. So why is it so important that your bill passes and not the other that was introduced by Senator Vickers and Representative Daw?
Well, again, I think that we need to learn from other states and we need to rely on science. There is a very robust corpus of science that has to do with whole plant cannabis being administered to people with these conditions. And we have lobbyists walking around here with a book with over 400 studies categorized by condition, the 9 conditions we have in the bill. All of that science is based on whole plant. Whole plant contains THC. And so we want to go with the science and we want to go with the preponderance of all the research. CBD is a relatively new phenomenon, perhaps very promising. The first symposium was only held in 2013. So we don't know a lot yet, and to limit ourselves to something we don't know a lot about and has no experience or science behind it, I think is not best for the people that are suffering.
Okay. And then last question, what would you say to those who are worried that this may just open the door to more recreational use?
Well, I would say that the state is always in control of its own future. We never make a decision that we can't control. And in the future, the people always have a say as to what happens in their state. It's not inevitable. And we have, again, the examples of other states. There have been a few states, a handful, that have gone with complete decriminalization and recreational use, but the majority, 21 states haven't. And some have tried and failed. So it's not a foregone conclusion, but it lends to fear-mongering and it bolsters a position that is otherwise weak.
Great. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
If you have any questions or want more information or to contact your legislator, just click on the link in the description below.